I'll keep this real short. Tesla, where is it heading? As of today, the Tesla price is about 780 plus or something like this in terms of stock price. So we are now in the midst of having the Ukraine and Russia war. Some people believe that it's going to be ended only next year. I don't think so. I think it's going to end this year, before the winter. And this is a time where the inflation is really high. Oil price is going higher and higher and higher. It's about 120 US dollars right now. And I don't think so. I think it's going to stop soon. Maybe before the year end. Warren Buffett actually, Warren Buffett said, don't bet against USA. So he did what he said. He bought oil companies. Before or after, I cannot remember that. So in the midst of a war, which means that he believed that petrodollars is going to continue to be the main thing. I don't have a script. I'm just looking at nothing. So Tesla, I think is going to be doing great because it is an artificial reductions of the stock price. Actually, I think Tesla is better than Apple and Facebook. That's for sure. Apple doesn't seem to be doing well. They are having an artificial suppressions on their rivals, not because they are doing well in terms of innovation, not because they have the fastest RAM or I'm using iPhone, by the way. I like iPhone, sorry, but it doesn't look like iPhone is going far. The competitors are actually not having a level ground to compete evenly. They are being suppressed politically. So eventually, such thing will be exit. It's just a nature. It's not me. It's not the politicians. No. Nothing about that. It is the law of nature that whoever works harder eventually succeed. So maybe you don't like Huawei. They are now probably the world best in terms of 5G technologies, but you don't get to see it if you're staying in the Western country because your government doesn't want you to see that. That's why you don't see it. And you will have a lot of areas where you don't have 5G yet, but China already have 5G nationwide. I keep talking out of point. So Tesla is going to do very well. I like Elon Musk. He have some, not the weird part, but the sensible part. He has great visions for Tesla. Tesla is going to exceed the EV industry and moving into autonomous industry, eventually into a humanoid industry. And I believe that he has the zeal to achieve that. Talking about self-driving, full self-driving is definitely going to be a reality. If you are a programmer or you are a software person, you know what I'm talking about. You have a software that can do very simple things. Eventually, you will have the software to do something more than that. You want to create more reports. You want the reports to be analyzed in a certain way. It will do it for you. And you want to know the details of the users and the habits of the user. They will do it. As long as you start programming more and more of this into it, it will do whatever you want it to do, step by step, phase by phase, and eventually coming to a point where it exceeds your initial expectation. Just like when you first create software, you just want it to have data entry and delete and updates, but you never imagine how the software is going to look like 10 years down the road. And the software just exceeds your expectation, your first expectation. It always becomes a reality down the road. And that is the time when you realize that, wow, software, AI, everything is going to comes to a point where I cannot even imagine. So full self-driving is definitely going to be a reality if you have seen any YouTube demo of a Tesla right now. It is not perfect, but it can recognize the road, the passengers, people, cars, lorries, and traffic lights. You know that it has come a very far. You know, they has let me rephrase it. You know, they has come real far, and and um, would full self-driving cars be able to come to a point where it can drive 2 times or 3 times better than a human being? Yes. Why is it so hard to understand? It definitely will. So when full self-driving becomes a reality, the next step forward is to have a new products that people want, that is as good as EV cars, as well as full self-driving cars. That's probably going to be the humanoid robots. Speaking of that, how would Tesla be doing in the future? I would say great. 10 years, 15 years down the road, is Elon still alive? Would the company still have the zeal? I don't know about that, but just like Apple, they just refer to Apple for 10 years to 15 years, with or without Elon, is going to be progressing pretty well. So the true value is not reflected by the speculations of the stock price. The true value is really reflected in the financial report, quarters after quarters. These are the short-term indication that you can look at. But for the future, you really have to look at the zeal of the one that is running the company. Number two, the vision, and what they say. Is he achieving whatever he say he will? And what is the vision? Is it large enough? Do your own calculations. What is it going to be the what is it called? How much in terms of the market are they going to take over within the same industry? So these are the things that you can think about. Yeah, that's it.